Here we go. Hello, everyone. Today's November 16th, and that's the official community meeting for Harbor. My name is Orlin Vasilov, and I'm the community manager for Harbor. So this is official community meeting, so please follow the code of conduct and practically be nice to each other. I'm going to share the screen if someone added something for today. Let's see. No. Okay. Also, I'm going to paste in the chat once again the link to the community meetings notes.
I'm editing right now. I'm sorry.
Oh, nice, cool. Okay, great. I can see some new faces on our call. Can you introduce yourselves, please?
Sure, I can start.
Yep.
I'm Marcel. I work at Giant Swan. I'm here together with Will and Deepo. We work on a project together to run Harbor, basically on our Kubernetes clusters. And there's a few topics we would like to discuss. I'm going to note them down. And yeah, maybe Will and Deepo can introduce themselves really quickly as well.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Deepo. I work with Container Solutions. I'm currently working with myself and Will on with Harbor on a Giant Swan project. So nice to meet everyone.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know why I've just disappeared. I think it's the sun, but I'm Will, not to be confused with the tree. And yeah, I work with Marcel and Deepo on this project together.
Nice. Is that the same project that you share with Gustavo from Container Solutions?
Yes, Gustavo briefly talked to you, I believe.
Yeah, Gustavo and Ben, they talked with me already. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So if you feel like it, we can take that offline and chat a little bit about the project and how you plan to implement Harbor. We can write up like a use case or some kind of blog about this one if you're feeling like open to disclose what you're gonna do and the setup. It would be super nice for the rest of the community to see how you're gonna do that.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be great.
I will try to add some points. There's some other things I would also like to discuss today, and then we can see.
Sure. Okay. Since that, okay. I see Stone added the job service demo for today. Do you mind if we do that demo first and then we can discuss all the rest of the topics?
Sure, no rush.
Okay. Okay. Stone, the floor is yours. Take it away.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the job service dashboard. Job service is a framework to schedule different tasks in async mode, such as replication, garbage collection, and image scan, tag retention, etc. Sometimes Harbor user might find that their replication does not complete in time, and there is something wrong with their replication, or their replication job is always in pending status. So it is very difficult for user to diagnostic and mitigate, recover the execution of a job task, except that the user have some knowledge about the Redis and the Go craft. So job service provide a simple way to monitor and control the job service for administrator. We provide this feature in Harbor 2.7. Let's go through this demo. Go through this feature by demo. First, we can log into the Harbor UI. it should be the administrator to log in to have to use this feature. There is a new menu item job service dashboard, and the job service dashboard has three things to three components: the job queue, schedule, and worker. This is their dashboard metrics, and under this dashboard, it is their detailed information about the job queue and the schedule and workers. The first panel is the job queue status. We could check the current job queue status. For example, the garbage collection and image scan, they have different job queue. For replication, they have a replication queue. For Slack, and they have a Slack job queue. And there is a pending count. The pending count is the total jobs in the queue, and the latency is the maximum waiting time. If the current latency is 1 hour, it means that your job should take 1 hour to get executed. And then the last one is paused status. When it is paused, the job will not executed until when we are stopped to pick up from the queue, and until we resume it from the resume the queue, then it will get executed. The second type is the schedule. There are a lot of jobs run as a scheduled task. For example, the garbage collection and replication can be scheduled with our daily or weekly schedule. It means that we can specify a frequency to run a job. Actually, this scheduled job is has a job type. This job type is the scheduler. All these schedules will create a task in a scheduled queue. So when we need to stop the execution of the scheduled task, we just need to pause the schedule in the job queue. The last panel is the worker pool. Currently, there is only one worker pool because we start this harbor without compose. When you are running in Kubernetes, you can specify multiple job service pod. So it will create multiple worker pools. For each pools, it will create many workers. They have many workers. Currently, there are 10 workers running in a worker pool, and there is no job in the running status. We can click free to free the current running job in a worker. Now, let's take an example. Let me start a replication. Image replication. This is a replication we have. We can replicate almost 50 images, and we have limited bandwidth to replicate. We have limited bandwidth to 10,000, 1,000. I will replicate these images to my local harbor. Okay, let's start it manually. Okay, it is already in progress status. So we can check it in a job service dashboard. Currently, there are 40 tasks in the replication pending count. And the latency will increase as long as the time goes and we can check the workers. There are the 10 workers are working on the replication. So there are 10 running jobs in a worker pool. If I found that it is not a good time to run this replication job in a busy production server, how to withdraw it from the job service dashboard? Let's do it by step. First, we should stop the replication job queue. It will remove all the pending jobs in the replication job queue and mark the status as stopped. And as we know, or as we just discussed, there are some task is already in a running status, so it will still in a running in a worker pool. So we have to click the free button in the worker pool. It will clean up it will stop all the running tasks. Let's refresh the page. It takes a few minutes. Let's do it again. It may have some bug in the current demo environment. It failed to, as we have, I think after we click the free button, this job ID should be cleaned up from the worker. Okay, currently it's cleaned up right now. Maybe they have some latency to stop the running job. And now after we have stopped all the tasks in a queue and stop the running jobs, the replication status should be in a stopped status. Currently, we have a bug in this feature. We have to stop it. Yeah, currently it is already stopped, and there is no in the job service dashboard. There is no job in a pending count, and also there is no running task in a worker pool. in some cases, some user might don't move to remove the replication job already triggered because it will cause data inconsistency between the two Harbor instances. For example, they have to replicate the master node to our DR Harbor instances. If these replication tasks are removed from the queue, then that it will cause the data inconsistency between the master node and the DR side. So they just want to job service do not spend too much time, too much resource in the replication. They just want to allocate more worker in the tag retention and image scan, so they could pause their job. For example, pause the replication execution. When you pause the replication job queue, you still can submit the job to this queue. For example, I could trigger this replication again, replicate replication again. Okay, then we can check it. All these 50 tasks are in the queue, in a pending queue, and the current worker, we can check the worker. A current worker is still still free. So after we resume the job queue of the replication, it will continue to execute. For example, continue, resume. Yeah, after resume the replication queue, then the job service, the worker will pick up the task from the replication queue. That's all the feature we have for the job service dashboard feature. Thank you.
Thanks, Stone. I think that is a great demo. So any question or comments for this feature, which will be available in 2.7 release? Okay, cool. Thank you, Stone.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think Olin is dropped due to some emergency. Let me continue. So next, I think, yeah, Olin actually have an update regarding the auto assigning for the new PR in the Harbor main repo. The idea is we want once the PR is submitted to the repo, we want the reviewer could be assigned, so which can be engaged by the reviewer immediately. So thanks Olin to do that. Okay, so let's move to the discussion topic. I think Michelle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Michelle. So could you please start your topic?
Yeah, so the first topic is we had some troubles. So we are users of Harbor Operator right now to manage Harbor. And one part of it is we are using the provided PostgreSQL that's managed by a Zalando operator, so Zalando Postgres operator. and we had some serious trouble getting any backups of the PostgreSQL database working. So basically, as far as I understood, and correct me if I'm wrong or we understand, Harbor uses a SQL database to essentially store data and an index of whatever actual images and so on are being stored. If the database is lost, it cannot be rebuilt. So if we lose this database, we are in trouble. Therefore, it's quite important for us to have backups and be able to restore from those backups in these cases, since we need to run Harbor on premise. So we can't use a managed solution for the database. According to this, there's currently 2 open pull requests open by Will. And I tried to look a bit into Harbor Operator, and I'm a bit confused. Number one, how we should proceed. So the pull requests are open. Do we need to ping maintainers as reviewers on the pull requests? Since the documentation I found was very out of date, there seems to have been like a working group for Harbor Operator, but the last meeting I can find is like in May 2021 or something like this. So it's hard for me to judge what we need to do to move forward here. The PR was only opened recently. I'm mostly asking to understand the process correctly.
Yeah, I think currently in this meeting, actually we do not have a maintainer in
from the
Harbor
operator group.
Operator. Yeah,
Yes.
so
Yeah, there was a operator group, maintainer group. We had a weekly meeting to review PRs and issues, but they do not have a lot of time to the operator stuff, because they are not mainly focused on Harbor community, and so yeah, that's correct. The documentation is out of date, and we know that we will pay more attention on that, but it still depends on the effort from the operator community maintainer group. And yeah, I will let them know about this part, and
Okay.
we have a sub channel, so and you can also ask questions about operator in the CNCF Harbor sub channel, so and then I can assign the maintainers from operator group to follow up. Yeah.
Why I'm asking is I checked out the Slack channel. It's called Harbor Operator Dev, but I did not see any engagement for like, let's say 6 months.
You can just I got you. You can just send your message into this CNCF sub channel. We have an engineer who regularly monitoring that Slack channel and responds every ask, every query. Yeah.
Okay. I will send a message in the Slack channel, Harbor Operator Dev, with both of the pull requests that are open.
So if no one, sorry, if no one responds, you can just tag me directly.
Okay, what's your tag really quickly, just so I don't forget?
Let me. Yeah, wait a moment.
So, Michelle, which PR you are talking about? Is this
these two, because basically it's not clear, because currently no review is assigned, and if you look at the older pull requests, a lot of them only have traction from the creator itself, and most of the closed pull requests were also closed from the people themselves. So that's why I was asking how generally works in this project. I'm not trying to blame or anything. I just want to know what the correct way for us to do it is.
Just have a follow-up question on this. So, will you guys wanted to join the maintain a group? I mean, you wanna take some time to help us to review the PR's issues and
We are open to,
for the harbor operator. So then we can
yeah, like if that's a possibility, sure. I'm open because that would make our life easier, right? So the changes we're doing is right now we need to upgrade the Spilo version, and that's related to some discoveries we made for basically recovery. And then the second pull request is also changing some variables. If we can become a maintainer, then sure. There's also my second point, which is a larger change that I just wanted to briefly discuss here, that Olin knows about. So my second point is like managing Harbor configuration itself through an operator. Right now, Harbor operator only manages the infrastructure that's required by Harbor. So it manages spinning up the Harbor pods, it manages spinning up database or Minio or something like this, but it does not manage the Harbor configuration itself. And Harbor can only be configured through either the UI or through the API, but it cannot be configured through an operator interface, which would be important to us and is something we are working on right now to have our own operator, which would reconcile a custom resource and then do calls to the Harbor API to, for example, create a new project, set replication strategy, and so on. And I just wanted to double check here that indeed that is the best way to go about right now, and not that we are missing something, like it is somehow in the operator and we just didn't know, or something like this.
Yeah, so you can so I think I will talk to the maintainer from the operator group, so then we can have more discuss in the Slack channel about more in the future how
we can
join more.
Yeah, we can try and do it more through the Slack channel. I was just not sure if you go to the Harbor operator maintainer group. There's quite a few maintainers, and I wasn't sure like who was actually active, who to ping, and so on.
Yes, if no one responds, just the technique.
Okay.
Yeah, I think if you guys can contribute more on the Harbor operator, I think it will be great, either for the project itself and also for community. I think I think the project is a community project, right? So we actually welcome other people from community to contribute on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Then I will make sure that we write these things also in the Slack channel more, and then ping you in case we don't get a response. And we have talked to Olin, not directly, but through a co-worker of Container Solutions that has talked to Olin as well. And that way we can also keep communication going. But that works for me for now.
Yeah, I think that's good. That should be fun. Okay, thank you, Michelle. So that's all the topic today, right? Anyone have anything else? Okay, great. So we'll give half an hour back to all the attendees. Thank you all. Thank you for joining the community meeting. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye.